Joining me now is Jean-Marc Rodriguez, President of the EAGE. Jean-Marc, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Welcome to Vienna.
So what can they look forward to at this event?
I think we have been working hard for over a year, and now we have a very strong technical program, which is also followed by many workshops, field trips, and also we have now this year something new, which is a kind of panels, where we'll be putting some light on the key topics. That's basically part of the conference, but also expanding to other energy. We have always been seen as an oil and gas conference, but we are not. We are a conference about energies in general.
And what are your expectations? What would be a key sign of success for you at the end of the event?
We are very optimistic that we'll have a strong attendance. We have a lot of people and a good mix of participants from many countries, which is very important to us because we are European Association, but we have a global footprint. More than 50% of members are from out of Europe. We are very pleased that they are back with us today.
And what are some of the main issues that you'll be covering this week?
We have been changing the organization of the EAGE, and that will be announced later today. So now we have a new set of circles because we want to, it's all about integration. So we'll have the Sustainable Energy Circle, which is a new addition. So basically taking into account the energy transition in general. We had obviously the historical one, oil and gas, and near-surface geoscience, dealing with agriculture and groundwater. So this addition will complement the integration, and that's the motto of the EAGE, is that we are an integrated societies. So it's open, the skills are coming from different domains, and they are all working together. And that's the idea of the circles. So they are interlocking themselves, and they will be doing, we want them to be more and more overlapping, and that will be a success for us. And I think that's appealing for the members who are joining us, because obviously energy transition and climate change is one of the key topics for any scientist right now.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the energy transition. How can geoscientists and engineers contribute to that energy transition?
And in fact, it's an excellent question, because people are asking, well, are we part of it or not? And they are definitely part of it, because we are convinced that the subsurface that we are dealing with is really key to the energy transition. So people see the wind farms, the solar farms, but I mean, you need to get the critical minerals to make it happen, but also you need to store the energy, and store the energy is going to be underground. We talk about storing waste, like carbon capture and storing the waste, or even if it's acceptable, nuclear waste. But now we are also focusing on storing all this energy that we'll be producing from sun and wind farm, because as you know, it's not continuous, so you have to store it and use it when you need it. So you can't have a perfect grid for that. And that's really part of it. And all the experience and skill sets that we developed for decades in oil and gas are suited for this energy transition. It's basically 90% the same skills that will be used. So people can have, especially it's appealing to the younger generation, they're going to have a purpose and be part of how to fight the climate change. And they can do it that way.
And in what ways, key ways is EAGE supporting members through that?
So we have introduced a number of training workshops that we have now around 20 of them dedicated to the energy transition in different kind. We have a very strong panel. We have an energy transition theater here in Vienna, so where the people can discuss these topics and engage on the different options. There will be also different panels around that topic too. And I think we are also announced this afternoon the creation of a new award, the Young Professional Sustainable Energy Young Professional Award. So that's basically to continue, so basically to encourage the younger generation, because in all honesty, everybody is targeting 2050 as a target to be carbon neutral. So basically, the younger generation will be the one who are going to make it happen. So I think they are the driving force behind, and that's the idea.
Well, Jean-Marc, just to finish in maybe one sentence or just one final thought from you, what would you really love the attendees here to take away with them at the end of the conference?
The EAGE is really dedicated to reach to the member, to offer this chance to be part of the energy transition, climate change, and that's a skill that we have been using for many years, are the one that's going to be used in the future. So there is maybe that's a disconnect, but people will be ready and enthusiastic to be part of it.
Jean-Marc, it's such a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great conference.
Thank you.